For those that didn't know what was going on and why there was no sound, and people on YouTube land are still waiting for us. We're connecting, and we are connected.
I don't want the people.
We are connected.
We're not connected yet. They don't see us.
Yeah, well, they hear us. We're connected.
But they don't saw us.
Yes, they do. What's up, everybody in YouTube land?
They see
And
us.
SPR, yes, SPR, livefm.com. And those listening, visiting through every other place, you have tuned into Radical Riddimz with Princess Playa and
the one who said it wasn't the one who wasn't snoring, Brother Benji.
Okay. Yes.
I'm still waiting for the proof.
So we only have about 50 minutes.
It's okay.
Of this thing, and we'll see what music we play and what's going on, and I mean, you don't necessarily have to start from the top.
We're just going to pick random. We're just going to give you some certified soca from Blessed Messenger Fire.
All right, let's start it off. Boom.
The Holy said, praise is what I do, even when I'm going through him, give me power.
Heavenly power.
Sickness is upon you, and you don't know what to do, him give you power.
Mountain moving power.
God is my refuge, and he is my fortress, the rock of salvation for you, and that, oh yes, him give way power. The Holy Ghost power.
Life changing power.
We've got power, yeah, the Holy Ghost power, power, the dunamis power.
Dead raising power. The enemy come fi kill and fi steal and devour. The enemy want we fall down and never recover. But God said if we preach like Paul and Noah, fi make you know in a God you firmer than a tower. His words how we see that we are the sower. Put faith in a God, we not back down our cover. God how we present help every minute, every hour. In a Luke 10, him give the believers the
We
power.
got power,
Real
the
power.
Holy Ghost power, power, the dunamis power, the power to save, the power to keep, the power to give me the victory, the Holy Ghost power, the dunamis power, the power to live, the power to heal, the power to conquer the
Power
enemy.
to live a victorious
The
life.
Holy Ghost power, the Holy Ghost power,
Power for miracles.
You got power to live, power to heal, power to stand, power to fight. You got power.
Power for life
You
and
got
life more
power.
abundantly.
You got the power to heal the
Power to
sick.
come out and
You got
pray.
the power to raise the dead. You
Power to
got
no longer be a
power.
slave.
You got power
transmission. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds. It's the hottest in the world, and you've got it.
Hakuna Matata, which means no more worries in English. Yes, the first time I heard that word was I went Lion King.
Yeah, you sure that's what it means?
Hakuna, yes, no more worries. You didn't hear the man say no more worries in the song.
He said it in the song?
He said it. He did his native tongue and he did it in English, and he's telling us not to fret because Jesus has our back.
But Hakuna Matata, I didn't think it was African. It sounds
South African.
Huh?
South Africa.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was like Samoan or Hawaiian.
Okay.
I never thought Hakuna Matata. It doesn't sound
Africanish.
Yeah, it doesn't sound it.
All right, so we want to say welcome again to Radical Riddimz right here on SPRLIVE.fm.
Yes, we were delayed because of the power outage that happened in a portion
system.
of this city. But we're here for the next 45 or 40 minutes now. Man. But we thank everybody for tuning in and saying, what's up? Sister Raquel and Sister Faye.
Yes, the ladies are in the house on YouTube.
Yes,
Big up on herself. Where the man them there? Where the man
and
them there?
and those listening and watching and not messaging, that's okay.
It's okay.
Continue to watch and be blessed as we play some music. It's just an off day. That power outage just kind of threw things off a little bit, but not gonna stop me from bringing up some stuff. So with all the power outage is because there was a storm that passed through, a rainstorm, windstorm. They were talking about a big wind that was coming through the city from yesterday, and it was pretty bad because the power went out for an hour. But it is, I think it's because of the hurricanes that have been happening. And we hear places like Jamaica and Honduras.
And Philippines.
But Honduras and Jamaica are from the hurricane. The flooding that's happening there, causing landslides. And also, Jamaica has been getting a lot of rain. That's why there's landslides, and if people are on social media, I'm not sure if the news has shown it, but you'll see like hills just coming down, and it just looks like it's nothing. How it's just coming down. It looks like it's just coming down, and you have to keep people in prayer that are going through what they're going through, losing homes, they have to run from their homes because of these landslides, because of the flooding. It can be scary. They're losing, some people have died. They're also losing their possessions and maybe IDs and all that stuff. And Philippines, what was happening in Philippines again? Was it
flooding?
Flooding.
Yes.
They don't call it hurricane season over there. I think it's like monsoon when it comes to the Asian side. They deal with monsoons and typhoons and stuff like that. But nonetheless, it's still storms that are going on. So we have to keep these countries in prayer that, and some of them need relief. Some of them have already put out, how to send, what to send, how to help. And so we're hoping that the governments of these countries will indeed make sure the money and make sure the resources go to the areas that need it. It's only certain places in Jamaica because I reached out to some of my family and they're okay. But I hear it's like St. Thomas side, more the east side. Of Jamaica, but I'm not sure of Honduras at all or Philippines, like where. But Philippines, is broken up in islands. So I mean, we just pray that they're
God is still in control.
Okay. Yes, he is. Yes, he is always in control. I mean, but things still happen. So remember those people in prayer. And pandemic is still going on. Numbers are surging, and government here keeps flip-flopping on what they want to do, how they want to do it. Every few days, you have to listen out for a new rule or a new thing that they're doing with Toronto area.
For them to say, you know what, we're under another lockdown.
Yeah, I mean that's coming for certain areas. That's definitely coming.
Yeah,
Especially like how this weekend is Diwali.
Oh my goodness.
Diwali is an Indian festival for anybody that's listening doesn't
Festival
know.
of Lights.
Yeah, it happens around this time, October, November time, and yeah, Festival of Lights. Indian people, well, anybody that is, I don't think it's just straight Indian. I think it's Hindu. I think it's Hindu,
Sri
and
Lankan, no, not Sri Lankan. India, Sri Lanka.
yeah, anybody that's Hindu.
Yes.
And Diwali is a festival of lights, so they have lights, they have sweets, they have all kinds of stuff, and they
Chocolate.
get together and have a party and playing music. So because of the pandemic, they've been saying no, cease and settle, turn down the kettle. We don't want you to congregate. But as I was coming here today, listening to the news,
Thank you.
police had to go to separate places
One
and
in Brampton, one in Mississauga.
right, and separate the people them partying. And I mean, everybody knew it was inevitable. It was inevitable. It was gonna happen. When it comes to people's celebrations and things, they're not gonna stop, especially when it's a religious
There you go.
thing. Ah, boy. But
If it was a Jamaican couple or a West Indian, I said, all right, leave the place. Disperse.
well, we don't know if it was or wasn't.
Disperse the place.
I don't know what cops stopped there, but all I know is that they
And they're finding
dispersed.
people $5,000 if you do something.
yes, the fine is 5,000 and
But I think there is.
whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yes.
that's what's going on. Pandemic all over. Even in the States, they're shutting down places now. They're looking at closing schools, some schools. Did you know that in Quebec, they don't have online learning?
No.
I thought that every province in Canada had the option of going to school and online learning, but Quebec doesn't have no online learning. It's just all the kids gone back to school.
I got to ask my people in the.
Yeah,
Inside
I saw it
Canada.
on the news. I was
wow.
like, what? Quebec is not practicing online learning. That doesn't have that option. That's interesting. And the thing is, Quebec had one of the highest. At one point, they were higher than Ontario
They still
with
are.
COVID
They
cases.
still are.
Okay, then. So it's like, what? Okay, I don't get it.
In Quebec, they're under lock and key. They can't get
But
away.
speaking of COVID, guess who got COVID?
Yes. Mr. Fred Hammond.
Yeah,
He's on the quarantine for 14 days. But
Yeah.
He's on day 7.
he got COVID, and he doesn't. I mean, I can't say he doesn't have any symptoms, but he doesn't. He did a video, and he didn't seem like he was in dire, anything. So maybe he has no taste buds or something like that. I don't know. But the doctor told him to drink herbal tea, and he said ginger, and I was like, good for you. You know about the ginger. I was like, good, you know about the ginger.
goodness.
Ginger tea. Yes. Drink the ginger. Burn it out. Burn out the virus. But he had said that he was practicing wearing a mask and he let his guard down once.
You see how
And that's what happened.
you see how creepy this virus is? You let
Yeah,
down
man.
your guard one time.
Yeah. One time, and
One
that's
time.
what happens,
It's okay. Fred Hammond, you're healed in Jesus' name.
Yes.
So he'll be fine. He'll be fine and come out there and do his albums, and we can go to his concert in 2022. And we can
2022.
listen, the way how this thing
I'm
is
hoping
going.
I'm believing for 2021 something gonna be different and change.
Well, if people with 10 of them, yeah, that's congregating of 101 people.
Well, let's hope.
Okay.
You know
so
what?
as
Yeah.
I'll saying this, we have one crucial announcement to announce. Circle November 21st on your calendar.
Yes.
Streaming Praise Radio. If you go under Streaming Praise Radio website on YouTube channel, we're having our first annual. Let me say this right. It's a tongue twister. Organ Donor Awareness Virtue Concert.
Benefit concert.
That's
That's
it. See, I
okay.
forgot that word. Benefit. So you know what that word benefit means? We need money
No, well,
to enhance this thing that we are doing. Yes,
yeah,
sir?
well, you can donate, and a portion of the donations will be going to an organization, organ donor
So
organization.
we're going to have people singing. We're going to have
Yeah.
interviews.
Yes.
It's hosted by the man himself who does the Safe Zone, DJ
Analyst.
Alice.
Yes.
And then he's going to go on the ones and two and I'm just going to be in the back seat watching
Yeah.
this, eating popcorn and just cheering people on.
Yeah, November 21st at 7 p.m.
Hence.
Streaming live on YouTube. It will not be on air, but it
No.
will be on our YouTube channel, Streaming Praise Radio. Look out for us, subscribe to us, and click on that bell that shows notifications so that you'll know and get notified when our show is on. Yes. November 21st, organ donor awareness concert. Yes, you definitely
Benefit
want
concert.
to. Yes, virtual.
So it's
Because that's how
virtual.
we're doing things now. We
Yes.
have different artists, we have different interviews that will be happening. So make
Yes.
sure you lock it in on that day. So let's hear some music now because we've
Okay,
been
we're going
talking
to
for
go.
a little bit.
We've been talking for a good long while.
Yes, Sister Faye. Yes, asymptomatic. You can be asymptomatic and still test positive. Yes.
All right.
It's so true. And you see my shirt today. I'm wearing a shirt that says "Chill." It's just my allergies, because people are sneezing, people are coughing, people are doing all kinds of sniffling, and they think, oh, they must have COVID. It's like, just chill. It's my allergies.
Okay,
I saw it at the dollar store. I had to get it.
God, today, boy.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna bring it down a notch lower, and we're going to give you number 22 on my playlist. We're going to give you Jermaine Edwards, "Love and Devotion," on SPRLIVE FM.
.com. That's it. Radical Riddimz.
Oh yeah. I'm so in love with you, Jesus. Cannot find the right words to express. My body yearns with great intent, just to get some more of that sweet presence. I want to give you excellence, so when I worship, it comes like sweet incense. I don't want my iniquity to separate me from you, so I choose your perfect will, cause I know it pleases you. I wanna give you sweet love and devotion. Give you sweet love and devotion. Your love, bubbling within me. Oh, moving like a ship, gliding over the ocean. That's how you make me feel. Jesus, that's how it makes me. To be led by a spirit, Jesus, consume me with your love. I don't want to push you away from this temple, so I close my eyes so I can see only you. Jesus, you're everything to me. Your love and compassion always surrounding me. You're the reason
tambourine time. Up, up, everybody in the here now. Up, up, up. So lift him up, cause Jesus bigger than him. And shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. Lift him up, cause Jesus bigger than the whole of them. And shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. There were times when I had no food to eat, but I shake me tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. And there were times, no shoes on my feet, but I shake me tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. I know there's times when you're going through stuff, but shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. And I know there's times when you say it's too much, but shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. So lift him up, cause Jesus bigger than him. And shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. Lift him up, cause Jesus bigger than the whole of them. And shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. Crazy praise, blessings are run over. Bleed the blood, demons turn over. Yo, me spiritually high, no, me not sober. Cause me Red Sea part and me come over. Hey, you ever praise Jesus Christ or yet? You ever praise till your clothes get wet? Sweater drip make you slip when you step. Jump till you run out of breath. Lift him up, cause Jesus bigger than the whole of them. And shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. Lift him up, cause Jesus bigger than the whole of them. And shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. There were times when I had no food to eat, but I shake me tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. And there were times, no shoes on my feet, but I shake me tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. I know there's times when you're going through stuff, but shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. And I know there's times when you say it's too much, but shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. Lift him up, cause Jesus bigger than the whole of them. And shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. Lift him up, cause Jesus bigger than the whole of them. And shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. Lift him up, my Jesus bigger than him. Shake your tambourine until the cymbal drop off of them. Lift him up, Jesus bigger than him. Shake your tambourine until the say.
Mega magnificent, you magnanimous.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can enjoy an inspirational word, commentary, special interviews, and a whole lot of gospel music from Streaming Praise Radio, SPR Live.
If you didn't know, and if you didn't know, God is large and in charge, and the earth of the Lord is fullness thereof. Yes, you are listening to Radical Riddimz.
Yes. Oh, you big so. God? Oh, you big so. Oh, you big so.
Because God are God. God are God. Master God.
Oh, God. Bigger than what people say.
There's 26 letters in the alphabet, and it's too short to describe God.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so we describe God from A to Z. We will be here till tomorrow. So, all right, so that was Jason Mighty and his blood brother. Yes, his blood brother. His brother from a different mother named Mr. Prodigal Son. And we gave you random tracks. We gave you Crystal Reed featuring DJ Nicholas with Power, Holy Ghost Power. We gave you Uche Agula, the African beats with Akuta Matara. And we just found out it means no trouble, no worries. And we give you Lift Jesus Up, 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 Mr. Shepherd. And we give you Blessed Messenger, Fire. And we give you Jermaine Edwards, Love and Devotion. And that is what's going on so far. So we're just giving you random tracks. We're not giving you the straight list. We're just gonna
They won't know the difference. You don't have to tell them that, though.
I'm just letting people know.
You don't have to let people know.
I'm letting people know how I'm doing the list for them.
But you don't. Okay.
Because we just went from Jason. Like, let's say, for example, I used.
Okay, it's okay.
Jermaine Edwards. We went from low and we went up high.
Okay.
It's like worship. You know, you want to have that nice.
It doesn't matter.
That is just me.
I mean, they won't know the difference if you don't tell them. They're not gonna know. So you're listening to Radical Riddimz, where
transparent with our people then. So they know what that is.
Yeah, no, you don't need to be.
But that's just me.
No,
just,
but
it's
you
just
don't.
Me.
But yeah, you don't.
Let me say it again. Just me.
Yeah, but yeah.
Just me.
But
not you. Me.
Yeah, but
I'm taking the onus for this.
I know, but
that is it.
There's a huge BUT.
See that? Remy, there's no confession needed.
Right? Thank you.
Well, you just looking for you guys just like to,
yes, Sister Faye, me love you now.
Sister Faye, you and Brother Aubrey and Princess Play have a thing against
no confession needed. Like,
it's not a confession.
I love that emoji, you know. But didn't you say you have a confession?
I didn't say I had a confession. I'm just letting the people. I'm being transparent with the people. That's not a confession. Confession is that saying that I ate chocolate and I have a bad stomach and I could eat chocolate. That is a confession.
Okay. So,
every Sunday
meaning you don't need to tell the information. But anyways,
you don't love me because you wouldn't be laughing if you love me. Take off those emojis.
So yes, so election in the States is still going on. We're still waiting to hear what's happening. Anyways, America's still waiting. I'm not really waiting. It doesn't really matter to me either one.
Listen, whatever happens there happens here north of the border. So let's go with that notion on a serious note.
No, whatever happens there happens here.
It's going to affect us same way.
It's going to affect us,
of course
yes.
It does.
I didn't say it's not going to affect us, but not what happens there happens here.
Yeah. So make them follow. So it's madness
we're just waiting to hear what happened. People are just waiting. It's kind of weird to have to go almost 2 weeks. They're going into their second week.
Yeah. Of what?
Of not knowing.
The hoopla.
Yeah, because it's the 15th. Elections start the 3rd. So yeah, they're going into like 2 weeks. Like that's ridiculous.
Just grab a U-Haul truck and just take the pink slip. You just got fired, bro. Straight.
I mean,
got fired.
The thing is, it's not so cut and dry because he's still the president elect. They haven't counted all the votes. Oh, they haven't. There are still some things. There are still rules to the elections that the U.S. have put themselves in. They didn't. And maybe that's on purpose, but he has to concede. If he doesn't concede, he can always push this to a recount and they could recount it all over again. It makes it fair if they suspect any wrongdoing and fraud. There must be a reason why that rule is there, because they've experienced fraud and wrongdoing before, which
No,
is
because he brought
very
it up.
sad.
He brought it up. Mr. Trump brought it up.
He's not the only time that this is not the first time fraud has come up in election.
When was the last time?
Bush,
Bush against who?
Gore. That was a big controversy.
Bush.
And I don't even think that was the first time.
That's why I don't follow politics.
Why? Why? What's the why?
Prime example we're talking about right now.
Why?
2 weeks to find out who's going to be the president. Some countries they have
No,
their-
but
you know,
but
like
that's the U.S. We don't live in the U.S.
let's take Canada
So-
for example. Look how quick we
okay.
do our election. Bam, bam, and boom, we find out who's the prime minister. Bam. Now we have to play Jeopardy.
But okay, we find out who's our prime minister. However, our process by which we do our elections is not the greatest. There's issues with that too.
But at least it's not the hoopla where they're going through south of the border.
It's a different hoopla, because with the elections with Canadian, the issue with Canadian elections is that it's heavily based on Ontario and Quebec, because we have the most ridings.
See there?
So it's not fair to the rest of the country that basically everything weighs on Ontario and Quebec. That's one issue with our voting system. You know,
Just go out and
in the
vote.
States.
I don't care who you vote for, just vote.
Yeah, but still, like when you look at, if you were in Alberta and you have certain issues, now you know that only Ontario and Quebec really have the say. They're only focusing on Ontario and Quebec, but Alberta have what, 20 ridings? They have not a lot of ridings. We have 100 and something ridings in Ontario alone. You know what I mean? So that's where the voting system here needs some tweaking, and the voting system in the States needs some tweaking too. And the thing is here, because we haven't dealt with a Trump that will challenge everything. He has every right to challenge. If the rule is there that you don't have to concede and that you can push for them to recount, then by all means do it. If the rule is there, then do it.
I have a question. Now, say for argument's sake, he did get reelected. Would he be going on the same way? No.
No, but the thing is, it doesn't matter. Biden has every right to do that. If it was the other way around, it doesn't matter if Trump would do it or not. Of course he wouldn't, but because he won. But the thing is, they have a right to challenge. They both have a right to challenge if they see wrongdoing. They both have a right to challenge. That's why they have this thing about they concede. I concede to so and so. That means they just drop out. They admit their loss and whatever. Okay, go ahead, win. Yeah. So
Bite
that
your
is.
tongue, Benji. Yes, thank you. Yes, I'm going to bite it.
But the thing is that election process. If they have those. As I was saying, with Canada, we don't know. We haven't had somebody like Trump to challenge an election, so we don't know what rules there are. If we have something like what the States have, where they have to force a recount because they suspect there was wrongdoing at the polls, you know, I don't know if we have that. We've never had somebody like this Yamanya Wakoman.
The dictator. He's a dictator. He's a bully. He's a bully.
There are words I would use, but
he's a bully. He just lost in a fight, and now he wants to do a rematch.
But he has the right to. That's not bullying. He has a right.
But like I said, if he would have won, he wouldn't say nothing. He would just take his win and
But
just
that's not the point. The point is that it's up to the loser, not the winner. It's if Trump had won, of course, who would win and say, "Oh, I want to recount"? Who would do that? That would be that would make sense. It would be the loser. Biden would have every right to say recount. Just like back when it happened with Bush and Gore, Gore had every right to say, have a recount. If that's what the laws are, this is just showing America they need to change their laws when it comes to their elections. They've opened themselves up to that. Mr. T is just abusing an old rule and is a sore loser. I'm not saying he's not a sore loser, but I don't think it's not an old rule though.
I think he's a sore loser. That's what he is.
I think he doesn't like to lose.
Bing! Number one answer on
But
Family
who
Feud.
likes to lose? I don't wrong him for that.
It's just like two boxers going into the ring. You get beat up the first round.
Who likes to
First-
lose?
Nobody. But at the end of the day, if Trump won, he would not open up his mouth. He would
But
just-
why would he?
He would no, because that's just his style. He would just
No,
take
but
his,
why?
he would
Why
take his
would
victory and run
you?
with it.
If you won, what would you say? Oh, I think there was cheating
Well,
done.
at least give the man congratulations, Mr. Biden, for being
But he
president-elect.
didn't win, though. That's the thing yet.
But take your defeat and go along.
No, but
Nobody doesn't like you.
no, you're not understanding, Benji.
I'm hearing you, but I'm just saying it in layman's terms. Nobody in America was. They had this 4 year with Donald Trump, and they were sick of it. And because
That is besides the point. What I'm talking about is the process of the elections. If the elections are let's take away our feelings and whatever, right? You have to look at no, but but what I'm talking about and what I'm bringing up is you're not talking about what I'm bringing up. I'm talking about the process. The thing is, if the election rules are such, then and America has open themselves to that, to allow somebody like Trump to be able to challenge it. If it was that once the votes are counted, they're counted and that's it, you lose and you just become the president, then fine. He can't it doesn't matter whether he concedes or not. Biden is the president. If they had it like that, then yeah. If he wants to kick up stink and there's no law that says that he can force a recount, then yeah, by all means, yes, for sure. Oh, you have to take the loss. You have to take the loss. But because the rules, the laws are such where if you suspect and if there's evidence, because trust me, I saw a video and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I saw a video they showed of CNN. And they were talking, and you saw where the Democratic vote flipped and went the Republican vote went down. It went down about, I think it was 20,000 because they flipped they flipped the picture, and then all of a sudden when you went back, the person said, now look at the numbers. Now look at the numbers between Democratic, what it was before and what it is now. And you can see where they messed up somewhere. So you know there's some type of fraud going on that indicates some type of fraud. I don't necessarily want Trump there, but the thing is, if you're going to do voter fraud, he has every right to challenge it if there is any indication of that. Unfortunately, he has every right. Because if you're going to do that, People are saying all kinds of stuff, and then they're saying who the people that did the voting. I forget the company. They're saying that they handled Venezuela's election, and they are known to do voter fraud. And I'm like, why would you have a company that's done why do you have an outside company, or why do you have a company doing the election? Why isn't it the I don't know, but all I know is that America is twisted up and messed when it comes to their election. They have they've opened themselves up. They need to go back to their rules and change their rules, and they need to also ensure that their voting system is fair, because these electoral votes and popular votes and all that's not fair. The people don't count then. The popular vote is the people. It doesn't count. He would protest if someone tried to have Of course he would. Of course he would. Of course he would. But the thing is, he could protest, but he can't stop it. That's the thing. So it doesn't matter whether he would protest if he won and Biden said, I wanted a recount, and he would protest it. Of course, if he had the right to contest it, America again, if that is there, if Biden has the right to contest it right now, then that's the law. He can contest it. But the basis of this is not whether or not Donald Trump is going to do it. It's not his personality. It's what he's allowed to do. What America has, the laws that America has put in for him allowed to do this. That is where the issue lies. Not whether Trump will do something or how he's acting or whatever. It's because America has laws in there that is allowing him to do this. That is the major issue right now, that the government people, the Supreme Court, all of them need to go back now and need to say, okay, you know what, we need to discuss, because this can't happen again. Heaven forbid we get an next Trump. This can't happen again.
It's because it's Donald Trump.
That's the thing.
Because it's Donald Trump. And he has money, he can talk to everybody.
Yeah, but it's a personality, though. You can have a personality like that come back in again. So that's what I'm saying.
I don't wanna
Just
have a
heaven
person-
forbid a personality like that come back in again. They need to change that because he has every right to challenge it. That's the law. He has it as the sitting president. They put him there. Anyway, 4 minutes left until the show. I'm just realizing. I'm like, my gosh,
It's okay.
it's gone back so quick, man. Gone past so quick, but whatevs.
Like I go with the first notion, that's when we're not bad about
Yeah.
politics.
So we might. No, you can't do that. You can't be like that.
Just,
though.
I'm just gonna vote and vote.
You can't. You
But
can't.
there's also
You
a
have to
question-
bother politics to know. There was also a question about Republican governors that deleted voters so they couldn't vote. Yes, that's the other thing. Throwing out vote. Yeah, it's on both sides. It's a major issue in the States. Major issue, even from the last election. It's a major issue in the States with these voter things, the companies that they're using, and it's a major issue on both sides for sure.
Church rather
For
said,
sure.
"Broke up on
But the
folly
loser
ground.
has
Broke
the
up on
loser
folly
has the right to challenge it, which is it can be months.
I'm drinking it.
Because it can go into lawsuits.
You
That's
want-
the other thing that they have allowed. I'm like, what? They can go into lawsuits? What?
Now, who you
You're gonna wait until like 4 months before you announce a president? Huh? What kind of mess is that?
Oh, look up your
States
redemption
is-
right now.
They've opened themselves up to that. But our time is spent. We only have 2 minutes left, and I mean,
I could stay here till 5:30 and give more.
guy, I'm telling you, but we have to go on to spiritual nourishment. But I want you guys to know, 7 o'clock tonight, tune in, SPRLIVEFM.com for hands clapping, foot stomping. My brother right here, Brotha Benji, is hosting that show 7 until 9 p.m. every Sunday. Stay locked. Right after this is spiritual nourishment, 5 until 7 p.m. Yes, he filed a bunch of lawsuits. Yes.
We're not going.
Crazy.
Okay, we're going to give you positive to send you home with positive,
Yes.
sweeter and sweeter, right here on Radical Riddimz.
Blessings.
Bless
Have
up,
a
bless
safe
up.
week.
Till next
Blessed week.
Reggae music, sweet reggae worship. Reggae. Oh, yeah. Reggae music, sweet reggae worship. Reggae. Love is a reggae beat. Reggae. Something so very sweet. Reggae. Listen to the people say, yeah. I wanna sing out some sweet gospel reggae to give the praises that's due to my Father, because it's more than just music, it's worship. And so the worship of His sweet when I use a reggae beat, and this a reggae gets sweeter and sweeter and sweeter when it's worship. Reggae gets sweeter and sweeter.
I want you to have nourishment, spiritual nourishment.
It's spiritual nourishment.